And now, a public service announcement from Pastor Aaron. Hello, I'm Pastor Aaron. I'm the pastor here at Cheney United Methodist Church. A few days ago, Bishop Reuben Sines of the Great Plains Annual Conference sent out a letter to all churches in the Kansas and Nebraska area to discuss the pandemic and what churches ought to do in terms of moving forward. And in that letter, he outlined two options. One is that churches could meet online until further notice in order to slow the spread and protect their members from getting COVID. Or the second option was continue meeting in person with certain requirements being met. The Administrative Council of Cheney United Methodist Church met. They opted for the second option to continue meeting in person for worship with the following requirements being met. First, that strict physical distancing would be observed between family units. Second, that gathering spaces not exceed 25% capacity. Third, that enough services would be offered in order to ensure a maximum of 25% occupancy, 6 feet of social distancing between family units, and the gathering spaces will be sanitized in between services in order to ensure public safety. And fourthly, that masks will be required by everybody ages 3 and up. Wow, whose kids are those? They're really cute. In my experience, when we start talking about masks in church, sometimes there are a lot of questions, so we got to ask ourselves, what does it look like to wear a mask while in church? Masks are to be worn when entering the building, when walking around in the building, and also when exiting the building. And if we are in fact following the guidelines and separating our families by 6 feet of social distance, you can take your mask down during the service while not singing in order to catch a breather. In order to reduce the amount of germy droplets in the air, masks are also to be worn while singing. Need some hand sanitizer or a new mask? We provide both at the two main entrances to the church. You must remain at home if you are experiencing any of the following symptoms related to COVID-19: fever, dry cough, fatigue, aches and pains, sore throat, headache, new loss of smell, nausea and vomiting, and diarrhea. Now, by following the bishop's requirements that are laid down in his letter to the conference, we are not only able to stay open for in-person worship, we are really loving our neighbor as ourself better, as Jesus called us to. And remember, we're all in this together. That's a wrap.
I want more lines.